That's great. So use tree. I mean, you could use tree.
Yeah.
Tree branches too.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, a lot of stuff for cut flowers.
Like, I mean, pussy willow, that's a kind of a shrubby thing going on. And when it's in flower, I guess that's the flower. I don't even know what that is.
It's like the pre stuff. It's like the pollen catcher part, isn't it? Or the seed dropping.
The pollen catcher.
The polliner. The pollinini.
All I know is that they're nice and soft, and they would be super cool.
Well, don't they drop? Maybe it's the bud. It's a bud.
The bud.
Is it some sort of bud?
Yeah, it's the pussy willow bud.
This is so, I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, that would be a kind of a cool, different component. You know,
I've seen it.
Yeah. So you have your aspen leaves that give a cool look and maybe backdrop to flowers. You have, like, say, your pussy willow buds that would give some upright component to your flower arrangement, and just almost accentuate the flowers. You know, if you had just flowers, things might get lost. I mean, all you're looking at is colors, right?
Yeah,
and maybe a shape.
That's the same kind of idea in your yard. Like, the lawn acts as that mono, just single thing to kind of enhance these other things.
Yeah.
So if you
like
can,
this grand palette of green, and then you've got these little splotches of...
Yeah. It makes them pop if you can put it next to something that's a little more bland, I guess.
Yeah.
It gives rest to the eye. Because there's so many little things in the lawn, it acts as one. So you don't look at it as all these tiny little plants. You just look at it as one thing. So by doing that, you're adding that element to... And texturally, too. I mean, a leaf is very different texturally from a petal.
Oh, yeah.
So just the thickness. So when I say texture, I mean like thickness. Thin to wide.
Yeah. Well, and even in and amongst flowers, you have your different shapes, right? Mm-hmm. You have like your ray flower, kind of like your sunflower style, or your daisy. But then you also have the other flower shape that comes to mind is the papilionaceous flower, which is, I guess, Latin for like butterfly. Papillon, yeah. Anyway, so it kind of has a shape like a butterfly, and you mentioned one earlier, the snapdragon. I think is papilionaceous, and I know that the penstemon is also the same. So
okay, cool.
Yeah. Anyway,
see, we're taking flowers from shrubs, taking things from trees. Then we have our regular little flowers, and it's seasonal. So if you plant your yard seasonally, you could just different times of the season as you go throughout the year, you could pull these flowers and bring them into you and arrange them differently. And that's why we not for the sole purpose, but the idea of planting your yard for landscape, that you want to have full year-round interest. You don't want everything to pop in spring and then you're done for the year. So you want to integrate these plants that bloom at different times, and then you can bring them in as cut flowers.
Yeah.
All year round, you could have flowers inside all year.
Well, and that could be your indoor garden, right? You have your landscape, and then you've got this little indoor garden that you're bringing inside. Temporary.
And there's nothing more that gets kids excited than picking flowers. I mean, that could be just a little activity that you do with the kids. Go out there and we'll go make a bouquet. They love that.
Yeah.
I have 3 girls, so they love it. If I had a boy, maybe it would be different. But I remember doing it as a kid. I mean, I don't know what I grabbed. It was probably mostly dandelions. But it was still like...
It was the neighbor's prize rose.
Yeah. Choppy. But yeah, I mean... We could get into a whole other thing about roses. I mean, the whole process of pruning roses and all that stuff. So I think roses are a little bit more harder to handle in some ways compared to other flowers. But if you do it right, man, the payoff is awesome.
Yeah.
Anyway, neither here nor there. But yeah, I feel pretty good about that. Hopefully everyone gets out there and gets some cut flowers.
Let's get your cut flower on, buddy.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, we'll see you later, Brad.
Take care, man.
All right, so there we go. Number 33. Thanks for listening. Favorite thing about this episode was the line, "Are you with Tuber?" To me, that was my favorite. This was recorded a little earlier, so you could kind of hear me talk in the past, like more in the front of the summer instead of the last month of summer. So Shasta daisies are kind of, they're flowering, but they're kind of, if you had deadheaded them, they'd be hitting their second winds. So that was one thing I heard that didn't quite match up. Oh, and I love that you can hear my kids in the background. I don't know if anyone else could hear them. I mean, I got this headset on that I could hear really good. So, yeah, I could hear my little girl screaming in the back. So that was good. Anywho's, this was a great episode. I want to thank Brad. I want to thank Podlings out there. I want to thank my kids. I want to thank everybody. Love. Got lots of love. We had a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun doing this, and I'm just glad we can share it with you guys. And hopefully everyone out there is learning something, getting something, being better gardeners. Just be excited about this. It's hard to get truly excited about flowers sometimes, but just know there are people out there that are interested in it and want to continue doing it. So get out there, share with others, and just remember, you got to plant on, Babylon.